What's good? If you just stepping in the building, go ahead and hit that like button. We about to fuck with my son Andrew Tate, man. Cause I want to learn how to get a Bugatti. I need to learn how to get a Bugatti. Or guess we can just get straight to it.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are in the presence of a cultural icon, a physical specimen, a controversialist, a master orator, a champ. And we've also got Andrew Tate. That was smooth, I like that. I was sitting there thinking, I'll take this introduction, I'll take this. But thank you.
How you doing, man?
I'm good, G.
You good, yeah?
Go ahead, hit that like
Thank you,
button.
my friend.
You know, the Muslim community really welcomes you, man.
The one person who's in here right now, I'm looking at my likes. I got 0 likes, man. Come on now. You don't fuck with me?
About the idea, I think when you have a passion,
Can't hit the like button for your boy? It's good.
engulfed in an idea, you're going to have some degree of polarization.
I think that maybe when you look in the online space, that might be your impression. But in reality, on the ground, I mean, that's definitely not the case. I would say the vast majority of people, 80–90%, are completely happy about this. And it's just that the minority have a very loud voice.
Well, that's exactly it. That's the whole problem with the internet as a whole, not just Islam, but the internet as a whole is about vocal minorities that look much larger than they are, right?
Yeah.
And I agree with you, and I'd like to hear that. But the reason I know what you're saying is true is because it's the same even in my case in other subjects. Online, I have all this some kind of hate or
Appreciate
people
the
trying to
like.
disagree with me. But when I walk through life, I have 30,000 interactions with people, and not a single one's ever been negative ever. So it is crazy how the vocal minority is amplified on
The
social
main
media.
thing to note, though, is that Islam, it completely wipes away your sins. I mean, most of the companions of the Prophet had done many things which are heinous and polytheism. I mean, for us as Muslims, polytheism is the worst thing you can do.
Yeah.
And so there was a hadith of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ where he states that Islam, it completely yuhdimu ma qabla, it destroys everything before. It means it wipes away everything before it. In other words, your slate is absolutely clean. Now, if there are some people who are actually coming and giving you a bit of a hard time, that's actually their problem.
Yeah.
Because in reality, honestly, bro, this is completely un-Islamic. I mean, so that's the first thing. There's actually a verse in the Quran, interestingly enough as well, which says that if you become a Muslim, إِلَّا مَنْ آمَنَ تَابَ وَآمَنَ وَعَمِلَ صَالِحًا, that whoever repents and believes and does good works, then God will يُبَدِّلُ اللَّهُ سَيِّئَاتِهِمْ حَسَنَاتٍ, that God will change their bad deeds into good deeds. So how does that make you feel?
Well, yeah, that's obviously fantastic to hear and good to know, and it's interesting because I've spent very little time paying attention to the negative comments because in general. Well, on this particular subject, a few people were forwarding me like the profiles of somebody or the people who were unhappy with my conversion, and they weren't living very Islamic lives themselves. So it's kind of funny to
Exactly, bro. I wanted to start with something which I think the whole world wants to hear about, which, to be honest with you, affects our sector as people who want to speak about Islam, call people to Islam, defend Islam, have an Islamic voice or a voice to people, which is your ban. Because quite frankly, I found it quite, it was a vicious attack, it's a case study example now. They put you in the history books. The question is, what grounds have all of these different social media organizations banned you?
They never gave me the They never sent me an official email. They never gave me an official reason. They just delete your profile and you just can't log in anymore. The reason they don't give you an official reason, I think, at the end is because they're scared in a court of law that they're going to be stuck to one reason, right? So if I decide to take them to court, they want to be able to flip-flop and make up reasons as they go. They want to change their terms of service and terms and conditions proactively. They want to change it afterwards. So oh man,
Oh, okay, sorry, yeah.
But so they never gave me an official reason for banning me. So I don't truly understand and truly know. I mean,
I understand the reason they've come up with it. I know that reason is false. I have my own theories on why they banned me, but them themselves have never told me why. They just,
I mean, for example, YouTube.
It's my son Andrew Tate, man, realest nigga on YouTube,
And they
man.
have copyright strikes. So, for example, if one breaks the rules, if you like, of engagement,
Top
then
G.
they give them a strike, and then the second
The
strike.
top
You're
G.
telling me that this process was not taken with you.
Oh, absolutely not. No, I had no strikes. When I first got banned, the initial ban was on Meta. It was on Facebook and Instagram. In perfect synchronization was a large press release by the media, which gave this reason to justify banning me, which was of course false. And I knew the ban was coming. You can talk about that in a second. But when it first hit, I then, by coincidence, got one strike on my YouTube channel, which
a community strike.
it was some strike for some old video about me talking about masks, saying that masks were ridiculous, a COVID-19 strike.
Yeah.
On a very old video. They gave me a strike, which obviously prevents you from posting for 7 days.
Yeah.
So I filmed a reply to my initial ban, and then after 5 days, I think, as the strike was coming to an end, just before I could post, they deleted the whole channel without explanation, without an email, nothing, just deleted all of it, wiped it off. And the channel wasn't even in my name. This is what's funny about this. Yes, I was on the channel, but the channel was in the name of the producer. So it wasn't even officially my channel. My brother's channel got wiped. Like, they just attack and just delete everything. And yeah, these community guidelines are so ridiculously vague that they don't even mean anything. Trying to read them is like reading garbage. It doesn't make any sense.
I've been following the arguments online about this kind of thing. Obviously, one of the key tenets, if you like, of Western civilization is freedom of expression and speech.
Yeah.
And the main counter-argument is that, no, but YouTube and all these other companies, they're private companies. But what I would respond to that is that, well, these are private companies, but in many ways, they have a higher ability to uphold freedom of speech and expression than even the governments do.
Yeah.
So this is actually it's like an Orwellian state. Like, we're looking at something which is the thought police. Isn't this concerning that you have these elites, whoever they may be, who can take these arbitrary decisions and delete somebody from YouTube?
Yeah, it's worse than concerning. This is why I talk about the Matrix all the time in my videos.
Yeah.
And I try and explain that we are living in a false version of reality. We're living in a computer-generated simulation because the computers, which is the social media companies, are generating a version of reality which simply isn't true. By deleting one entire side of the argument, by purporting facts, which happen to be false, by deleting information which happens to be true, by making sure the algorithms choose what information you see and what you don't see, they're literally affecting the world people live in. And there's people who are walking through the world today with a mindset and a view on life which is the result of false information and the result of a construction by these social media companies. So we're living inside of our matrix. We're living inside of a very false version of reality, and it's scary.
And that's, in many ways, it can be more pernicious than a classic totalitarian state, because at least with a totalitarian state, everyone's being honest about their level of domination. With this kind of thing, it's like it gives you the illusion of freedom, do what you want, but then we'll control the narrative.
Yeah, exactly. And I also think in most totalitarian states, I don't think freedom of speech exists anywhere on the planet, but I do think inside some states, you know what you can talk about and you know what you can't talk about. It's pretty clear.